Welcome to Drop the Puck. This is the LAIDLER Conference Playoff Games 2018, and we're into our second game of the tournament here on the Saturday. We've already previously seen the winners of the first game, Sutton advancing through to the playoffs final, defeating the mighty Telford Tigers, unfortunately. Close game, but then Sutton edged it away. But you've got to fancy this game now because it's a real nail-biter, Ben. We've got the Widnes Wild against the Hull Jets.
Now, on paper, this is a tasty one, Gary.
Get the napkins out.
Get the napkins and the serviettes out. To be honest, you know, first and foremost, Widnes are on home ice. That's a massive advantage to them. And the pack that stands out quite nice. So there's going to be a nice little roar for the Wild. But one thing I've got to say is, you look at how Hull have been playing all season, and I mean, it's not too bad. You know, you've got the likes of Richard Hagger, who's #1 point scorer so far this season. Hagger currently with Hull 72 goals to his name, and he's going to be on the front line for Hull. But that front line's going up against the famous front line of Widnes Wild, of Barron, Manning, and Brittle. Now, for our Drop the Puck viewers regularly who manage to catch the show, they'll know every time that Widnes play, we mention these three guys because they are literally a major dominant force on the ice.
Well, you can't take it away from Widnes at all. They are a dominant line. A lot of pressure from that stalwart Ollie Barron, who leads them well. But you can't ignore the fact that Hull Jets have got three of the top scorers in the top six. They're a team to be reckoned with, I think. And we know the last time these two teams met, which was at the beginning of March, and the Wild came out surprising 5-1 winners. Everybody had that game down to be a lot closer, but the Wild were dominant. I don't see it being a similar game tonight. I think it's going to be a lot closer.
Yeah, I think the Wild are going to take their time in the first period. They're not going to want to, play all the cards in the first period. They're going to feel how Hull are, feel Hull out, see, what they've brought to the table today. But I'm telling you now, one of the things is, you've got the likes of Going Beddoes for the Hull Jets as well, and Jamie Robinson, those guys up there as well. Plenty of points on the board. So attention's then going to turn, if they do make it past that Widnes front line, to the defence. And the first and foremost, the first thing I'm thinking of is the netminders. So in net tonight for the Wild, you're probably going to see Matthew Croyle. Now, Croyle's got a 93% save average this season. The guy's faced, 772 shots, of which only 50 have got past him. So that proves, first and foremost, getting through that Widnes team is going to be one job on its own. Then getting the puck past Croyle, well, that's a different matter altogether.
Well, of course, you've already mentioned it, that formidable front line of Widnes's. You got Stuart Brittle there, and Barron and Nick Manning. What can the Jets do to stop them?
First and foremost, the Jets have got to close down all the passing lanes. If I was the Jets coach right now, I'd be saying, right guys, don't let them in our third. Keep them in neutral ice, push them back in theirs, because the more time that they're on the back foot, the more opportunity it gives us. And I think that's where Hull are going to have to capitalise tonight. The little mistakes that Widnes do make, they're going to have to jump all over those, because I really do fancy Widnes for this one.
Well, of course, we know from previous games on Drop the Puck, Widnes love to feed that puck in from the back line, the byline, sending it in towards net. They love to crowd that blue paint area as well. Are we expecting a lot of pressure on that Hull net tonight? Yeah,
so Bo Walter in between the pipes for Hull. He's going to have a horrible time trying to see around all those Widnes players, especially the likes of Barron and Brittle and Manning, and the likes of Gilbert as well, and Mauer and Dipnall. They're all going to be crashing that blue paint, partying the blue paint, as he like to say. Putting the puck on net all the time, seeing if Bo Walter coughs up any rebounds, and then jumping all over those. Yeah, they get a lot of greasy goals, but like I said before, it's the points on the board that count.
Well, the interesting thing, the last time these two teams met, Wild had 24 penalty minutes compared to the Jets 14. That's 12 penalties for the Wild. Even though they came out 5-1 winners, it shows that they're not afraid to rough it up there. Could we expect similar sort of thing tonight?
Funny you should mention that, Gary. Obviously, our previous episode, the Sting Tigers game, very disciplined game overall, apart from the little period there where Scott got thrown out of the game for the Sting. But one thing you will notice is the intensity and the physicality of this game will be a different breed of game. Widnes are quite a big squad. They love to impose themselves on their, their opponents, and you will see Widnes putting the big hits on, trying to cough up those pucks, and probably at least somebody in the Widnes box at all time.
Well, I had a little chat with one of the Widnes players earlier, and they kind of fancy their chances of going forward, and they'd like to play Sutton. So the first part of this Fairley story for them is right. Can they write the second part and get that place and book it in the final? Without further ado, I think it's time to hand over to our commentary team tonight of Dave Griffiths and George Perrott.
Thanks, Gary. Thanks, Ben. We'll take a look at the Hull Jets there, and you could see in net, starting netminder Dean Boatwater comes to Hull from the Kingston Sharks, under 18s, save percentage of 89.1. And I'm down in the Widnes Wild net. You'll see Matthew Croyle, number 39, 93.52% save percentage, comes to Widnes Wild direct from the Sheffield Senators. Two young netminders. And of course, if you take a look at those Widnes Wild stats, George, they've not conceded many this year.
Yeah, markedly less goals against than the other teams in the league. Clearly a difficult team to play against, a strong team defensively. We were discussing just before just during the warm-up, the size that they've got on that back line with Kemp, Offord and Turner, three really big guys, really physical team at the back. In contrast here, we've got a Hull Jets side who like to score goals. They've scored a lot this year, 243 to be exact. Just looking through their list of scorers, they've got Beddoes, Hagger, Beach, a lot of exciting talent in this Hull side, so I can't wait. I don't know about you.
I think this is going to be a battle, this one. And of course, Widnes get to play this out on home ice, but will there be a home ice advantage?
Yeah, I believe so, yeah, absolutely. No doubt about it. They'll have the fans to give them the atmosphere, to keep them G'd up, sitting right behind their bench there. They know the ice. The ice is narrow. It helps to their defensive style, helps to their physical style. They'll feel comfortable, definitely having home ice advantage.
A packed building here, Planet Ice Widnes, as we drop the puck on this game. Widnes Wild fans getting behind their team, but I heard a few chants from the Hull Jets just before the game started. It's going to be a noisy one.
Yeah, seen a few Hull hats and Hull jerseys around the rink today. They've brought their fans too, so let's hope we get a good atmosphere.
A quick start as Kieran Beach sends that down the ice. Beach, of course, 65 points this season.
Yeah, he's not a big guy, but he's clearly a talented scorer.
Shot there from Hagger, just was deflected high and out. And we're going to have a face-off.
Yeah, Barron rode Hagger into the boards at the end. And 16 for Hull took exception to that. That's Jamie Lewis, their captain.
You'll have to bear with us for a few minutes while we try and get to grips with the names. Of course, Hull Jets playing without the names on the back of the jerseys does make it a bit of a challenge for your commentary teams. So we're going to have a face-off to the right of the netminder. I see Beddoes there for the Jets, going up against Bullock. Jets from the face-off, puck loose out front. And the Wild start their rush. Dipnell in the corner. Trying to get that to Gilbert. Bullock stops that at the line, turns it round. Dipnell had it out front. Gilbert had a piece of that, but couldn't beat out Boatwater. Puck goes up and out and very dangerously close to where we're sitting.
Yeah, keep your eyes on the puck, everybody. Well, I had a little look at the lineup as they were lining up for the anthems, and Jamie Lewis, the whole captain, he looked really psyched up. He looked really to be getting his players motivated, so I've no doubt that Hull will be competitive in this game.
Bridges is going to dump that in and chase, but Kemp's back there. Talking about the size of the defensive line there for the Widnes Wild. They are imposing, and a huge part of why their goals against average is so low. Grayscale sent back for the puck. And of course we know now at this point that it's Sutton Sting that these teams will be playing in the final, as Mauer takes a shot into the chest of Dean Bowater, who covers that up.
Yeah, lovely move at the blue line there by Mauer. Stepped inside, but the shot was square into the chest of Bowater. He'll need to do better than that.
Fast-paced action here in the early going, and an electric atmosphere in the building. As Gilbert lines up with Beddoes. Face-off won by the Wild. Dipnell takes the shot off the knee of Beddoes. Puck's loose around the back. Beddoes sends it off the boards. Hackford cleared it. Hughes.
Couple of saves there from Bowater. Save one and then stop the rebound.
Off the boards. Dipnell held it in to Bullock.
Wild were offside, and I think that'll be adjudged as an intentional offside, and the face-off will come back into the Wild zone.
3 minutes played in this game.
Yeah, Wild with the first good opportunity there. Hull yet to threaten the Wild net.
And the Hull Jets noticeably shorter than the Widnes Wild in height and on bench to an extent.
Well, contact with the goalie there again. We saw contact early on the goalie early in our last game. This time it looks very much accidental.
Pavel Valles skating down towards Bowater and couldn't pull up. Or I should say that was Stuart Brittle.
Yeah, his goalie just taking a time to get himself settled.
Hagger and Brittle in the face-off circle. Jets win the face-off. Send it off the boards and back out. Valles has it. Brittle plays it back into his zone. Valles gives it to his line mate Simon Offord. Shot there from Ollie Barron.
It was blocked in front. This is the dangerous line for the Wild of Brittle, Manning and Barron.
We've seen the Widnes Wild on drop the puck many a time, and they've always put on a clinic. Their rivalry this year with Altrincham Aces, some of our best episodes of the season. And these two teams finished on 52 points, both on equal footing. The Wild, of course, played one less game. Fixture that couldn't be rearranged. And the face-off to the left of the Widnes Wild netminder, Matthew Croyle. Forster and Kemp lined up. Kemp won that. Wild chipped that out. Shot, and Bowater covers up. Little bit of afters there.
Yeah, just a polite discussion, I think, between Moa and the Jets defenseman. Yeah, bright start by Widnes, couple of good chances so far. But Hull showed the pace there on that last opportunity. Just bobbled over Hagger's stick at the back door. Didn't get a shot on net, but could easily have been first goal to Hull.
Oh, shot, and it's a goal for Sean Dipnall. Widnes Wild are first out the scoring block.
Well, I'd say that was about a second from the face-off. Widnes won the puck. Dipnall snapped it, bar down. That's all it takes. 1-0 Widnes.
And so, Sean Dipnall, who comes to the Widnes Wild from a stint at the Dragons, had 25 points this season from 17 games at the Wild, and he opens the scoring here in the playoffs. As Hackford dumped that in. Andrew Turner was brought down behind the net there for Widnes.
Yeah, Turner's right back at him though.
And now Lewis was pursued on the puck. Hughes and Beddoes. It's back with Gilbert and Bullock. Turned around by Ward. And behind the Wild net, the Wild look to break out once again. Brittle. Barron waiting on the line there. Tried to get that puck out front, in front of the net there for Nicholas Manning. And instead, we're going to have an icing call. Just over 5 minutes gone in the first period.
Yeah, balanced opening, I would say. Obviously, the difference at the moment is Sean Dipnall's goal.
Jets off the boards to Robinson. Shot goes high. Cleared by the Wild, and Manning skates down, slams on the brakes, looks for Barron. Jets off the boards to Kieran Beach. Beach was trying to get that across to Robinson. Wild take possession. Pavel Valles, cross-ice pass to Mauer, or Jackson rather. Shot there, knocked off the blocker behind the net. Scramble for the puck. And Bowater's going to reach behind him and put a stop to that.
Well, Widnes have impressed this year with their attacking play. They're very good at playing within a confined space. They like to carry the puck wide, but the little inside passes, especially on that line, on the top line, as we've mentioned, very effective tool for them.
So, face off to the right of Dean Bowater. That's won by Hull. Sent out to neutral ice. Jackson dumps it back in. Lewis gave it to Forster and sent up by Bridges. On net to Croyle, who clears, and it's back down the other way. Anson behind his net. He's got Wigglesworth, who we believe is playing on the third line tonight, which is a change for him. Couldn't get that to his man. And so back the other way is Newlove. Takes the shot on net. And Croyle sees him skating down towards him and covers up.
Yeah, Widnes starting to show a bit more control over the game now. It just occurs to me that Hull, as they come through the neutral zone, they've been forced to use a long dump in or a shot from distance on Croyle. Just lacking options, Hull, as they approach the Widnes zone.
Hull send it round the boards, looking to set something up. As you say, not much offense for them, as Gilbert skates that in, brought it out front. He was looking for Bullock. Turner tames the puck on the Widnes line. Tried to get it to Gilbert, intercepted by number 18, Beddoes, for Hull. Bullock brings it in. Gilbert speeds up for that. Tussles with Simpson. Poked out there by Ward. And now Beddoes. Deeks takes the shot. The puck.
Beddoes with a little backhand dink there. He didn't have anything to actually shoot at. I'm not sure what he was trying to do. Possibly bank one in off a Croyle's shoulder.
Puck back in the Hull zone. Sent back down to the Wild though, and Offord has that. The Wild showing some great speed and puck possession in the early going here. Manning holds it along the board, loses it, but only long enough for the Wild to recover. Out to Barron. Hull managed to clear, but only as far as the line.
I think Vallis thought he was offside there, but he wasn't. Could have stepped up. Perhaps he was reluctant as a defenseman to step up.
Valles tried to get that to Barron, and a miscue there. Jets the other way, dig shot.
Oh. Wow, what a save by Croyle that was. Unbelievable coming across. A lovely interplay from Hagger and Beach.
Valles and Beach. Tussle behind the net. And this is the best scoring chance that the Hull Jets have had in these opening 10 minutes. As you say, a great play from Haggard and Beach. Wild choose to dump that in and go for the line change. Bullock just held on there, waiting to get his team on side. And that's ended up with Jets possession. Turner turned that around, got it to Dipnell. Bullock takes the shot. Beddoes and Hughes chase the puck. Stopped in the corner and turned around. Well, puck goes out of play, and it's an icing call.
Few hits coming in now. Seen both sides finishing the body off on the plays.
And so far, a clean game, 11 minutes into the first.
Yeah, could be crucial. Oh, shot from Beach.
Both teams keeping a semblance of discipline. It's something that we talked about in the first of the semi-finals. Sutton and Telford. Discipline became an issue. It was the breakdown of that game.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see which team is first to lose their nerve on the penalty stakes.
Some discussion going down now.
I think Offord's showing he's unhappy about the positioning of the face-off, which has come back into the Widnes zone here. I think he feels that it may have deflected out rather than gone clean out from his stick, which of course would be a neutral zone face-off. Or do we have a penalty? No, we have a penalty. Could be a delay of game penalty here.
Armstrong's in the box.
And he looks like he could be sharing a slice of pizza there with the penalty box attendants.
And if that's the case, I might take a penalty myself. As the Jets now have a 5-on-4 advantage for 2 minutes. Some pressure there in front of the net, and Widnes Wild defending their netminder.
Yeah, looks like King put a stick in there on Croyle. He's gone over and had a word with the ref. He seems apologetic. It looks like he might have been a little bit over anxious to get what he thought was a puck, a loose puck. But Hull remain on the power play here.
Face-off won by Widnes. We're going to dump that off the boards. Can't clear it though, held in at the point. Sent that across front of the net. Beach forced back for it as Widnes Wild clear. A minute 20 remains in the power play opportunity for the Hull Jets. Foreman gives it to Beach. Sends it up front to Anson. Anson looking for Beddoes. Beddoes got a skate on that. Bowater tames the puck. Waits for Manning to get clear and sends that to Beach. 45 seconds left in the power play. Puck goes high. Beddoes has it in the corner. It's dumped out and cleared by the Wild again.
Good penalty killing from the Wild there. You saw Hagger skating the puck in. He's got loads of room out wide, but he can't get the puck inside. Widnes have got that really strong, secure box, stopping the Jets from getting the puck into the dangerous areas. Oh, well, let's hope no one's hurt there.
Telford Tigers fans with the puck over there. Puck sent down to the Jet zone. Beach takes it.
Well, Beach is rolling his head there. He knows he shouldn't. He knows that's not ideal. An icing call on there. It was needless and bought the play.
Widnes Wild with a great penalty kill there. Seven minutes remain in the first.
Yeah, the Jets' best opportunity was off the skate of Beddoes in that power play, but didn't generate any really clear shots on Croyle.
The Wild in that corner there, forced out. Offord takes the puck, plays it to the neutral zone to Brittle. Brittle and Lewis tussle for it. Beddoes sends it in front of his bench. Picks it up himself.
Lovely move, Gowan Beddoes. Little spin drag move there. It's at centre ice.
Almost as good as that driving penguin we saw. And for anyone who's not at the rink, that makes absolutely no sense. I can hear Gary groaning from here. As the puck is sent out to the neutral zone. Manning.
Good play there from Forster, just uses his body to separate the man from the puck. Helps Hull to gain control.
Puck sent right the way around the boards. Haslam chases Foreman for it. And now back the other way comes Forster. Held up. Wild try to clear. Jets playing in at the line though. Bridges goes back. Wild recover. Haslam and Foreman sent round the boards. And poke check away there. And the puck goes out of play. A lot of souvenir pucks flying around tonight.
Yeah. It's a nice souvenir as long as it doesn't hit you in the head.
So we'll line up at centre ice with 5 minutes, 8 seconds remaining in the first period. The Wild won that face-off. Jets play it out. Number 19, Hager, tried to get that on net. Barron and Lewis. Lewis tries to turn that round. He's faced with Brittle and Barron. Barron and Offord back for that. Croyle taming it for them. And the Jets with another attempt. Ooh. Winds up, takes the shot. Anson with a great opportunity there. Beach tried to get it from behind the net. Shot. And Robinson stopped.
Yeah, that line of Robinson, Beach and Hager, they're looking dangerous there. You see Hager's got the hands to play a little move. Just had the puck in at the Wild defenseman's skates for a second and pulled it back out. Again, clearly a skillful player.
Four minutes left in the first period. Raucous crowd in here tonight. Sold out. Queue was round the building when we arrived to set up for production. And it's great to see so many people come down and support local hockey. Shot there. Brought the netminder right out of the crease. Loose out front again. But the Jets recover. Send that down. Netminder stops it. Turner has the puck. Sends it off the boards. Dumped in by Gilbert, who recovers the puck behind the net, sent it out front. Couldn't reach anyone. Ward got it. Ward gave it to Beddoes. Beddoes held up by Kemp. Chooses to dump. Jackson recovers for the Wild. 3 minutes left in the first. Dumped in, Wigglesworth. Tries to play it out front to Mauer, couldn't reach him. Kemp brings down Beddoes.
Yeah, good physical play there by Kemp. Nothing wrong with that at all. Beddoes had the puck.
Scramble in front of the net. And we've got a penalty, an interference call coming up.
Well, yeah, Wild are going to be short again here. Didn't see exactly what happened there, but
that's Lee Kemp gone to the box.
You do what you can to protect your net. Sometimes it costs you a spell in the bench.
So near enough, the rest of the first period is going to be contested 5-on-4, unless the Jets even this up. Wild win the face-off. Offered. Played it out. Hager. Gives it to Robinson. And that great Widnes Wild penalty kill taking effect again. Killed off 30 seconds of this penalty so far. Crowd well behind them tonight.
Yeah, second power play this for the Jets, and they struggle to create a lot, but they might here.
So, the Jets have got 1 minute remaining in their power play opportunity. And they make this pay.
Yeah, Wild again, really good at keeping the puck to the outside, to the non-threatening areas. Content to let Hull play with it in those areas, but Hull cannot seem to move the puck inside on this Widnes power penalty killing unit.
Turner holds the puck up again, buys some time for the Wild as we enter the last minute of the first period. Shot into the face mask, it looked. Shot from Richard Hager. And Robinson was there just then, parked on the crease, looking for a rebound, couldn't get it. Robinson makes the call to give it to Lewis. As the Wild return to full strength, another successful penalty killed.
Yeah, Hull's power play just started to show signs of life at the end there. They're getting some shots through from the point, and I think that's going to be the key, a key for them if they're going to improve their power play record. Just to get some traffic to the net. One of the easy ways to get that puck onto the inside, into the danger areas. Look for a shot, look for a rebound, get some traffic to the net.
And with that, we reach the end of the first period. A commanding performance by Widnes Wild, I'd say.
Yeah, they look very confident. Killed 2 penalties, threatened the Hull net on several occasions. Hull have got their own danger, though. You know, they've clearly got speed and skill on this team.
We've still got 40 minutes of action to go. A lot can change. Let's send you back to Gary and Ben.
Thanks for that, Dave. It's been a very interesting first period. A lot closer than we thought, but obviously Widnes must be happy going in with that 1-0 lead.
Yeah, you know, it's been a very, very free-flowing period of hockey. The referees certainly letting the play flow. You know, very few penalties there. But the few penalties that have been against Widnes, that power play unit today, you know, the penalty kill unit, really showing signs of promise, shutting everything down. You know, they've shut out 2 so far. And then that quick goal by Sean Dipnell was something else, straight off the face-off, quick jab, you know, like sucker punch, catch Hull on the back foot, and since then, that's all they've done. They've just applied the pressure to Hull and tried to dictate the game to them.
Of course, players like Kieran Breach, who you expect to make an impact on this game, Widnes have kept him very quiet.
Beach, Hagger, you know, Beddoes, they're all being forced to take shots from outside the blue line again because Widnes are playing very smart hockey. Everything right now the Hull are trying to do is drive it up the middle, drive it through the centre of the ice there. So Hull aren't allowed to do that. Widnes are just throwing them straight to the outside. And you go to the outside, you go straight to your defenders. And they've already said it on the commentary there, Gary. You've got big man mountains in that Widnes defence there who just impose themselves straight onto the forwards there of Hull, shutting down anything they've got going.
Yeah, as you rightly pointed out, Widnes have got some really big physical-looking guys, and we kind of figured that they were going to be physical because we know Widnes can be that way. They can be dominant and they can be physical with it as well. Hence, in the last game between these two, so many penalties. But I think it's going to be a different game here tonight. The second period's going to be a way of ironing out the creases for Hull, hopefully. Or do you think Widnes are going to take a further grip in this?
No, I think, to be honest, it's a scary thought that Widnes were just sitting back and allowing Hull to come at them, knowing they had them contained. So I really think this second period, we're going to see Widnes, right boys, come on. Ollie's going to grab the lads in the dressing room there and go, right, come on boys, we've let them have their fun now, shall we play some hockey? And I think you're going to see a lot more from Widnes. Fair enough, on the counter side, at the moment, Hull are doing quite well to keep that front line of Barron, Brittle and Manning quiet. But that's not where the goals come from. Widnes have proved they can put the puck in from all over the ice. Gilbert's looking really good, he's very quick on his feet. Danny Bullock's looking really quick on his feet tonight. Hull have really got to be weary here. Bo Waters in for a scary 2 periods.
Of course, Sean Dipnell grabbing that early goal for Widnes. It's put him in good stead so far, but it's surprising to see that how Hull have managed to close down the likes of like Ollie Barron, who normally is free-flowing around the ice and commanding things going on, but not tonight. They seem to be crowding him out a little bit.
Yeah, you know, the whole defensemen there are for the moment are doing the job that they need to. You know, it's stretching them wide and stretching them thin at times, and they're getting caught in the overlap, but they're doing what they need to. But Bo Waters being asked a lot of very early on in this game, and if I'm honest, I think bus legs might play a lot into it for Hull. Don't forget, we're at Widnes' home barn. This is just a walk in the park for them. So maybe they've got a point to prove because they're in the home barn that they have to win this.
Interesting start though, going back to the beginning. Both teams start with their second lines and then quickly change into their first lines. Was that a strange tactic, or is that something that normally these teams would play?
I think what it was is Widnes were hoping to start with their second line, you know, just to feel out Hull. Hull probably had the same idea, and then when they saw the Widnes second line ice, tried to go out with the first quickly to capitalise. Obviously, both of them reading the same poker hand and trying to do the same thing. A little bit of confusion, the officials sorted out in the end. But I can certainly say, Gary, if it keeps up at this pace, we're in for another exciting 2 periods of hockey.
Psychology, a big part of ice hockey, on and off the ice. But be interesting to see how things pan out for this second period. Well, we're going to take a quick break now, and we're going to allow our friends from Elite Hockey UK to show us some of their wares, and we'll mention something about some prizes we'll be giving away later. Competition time on Drop the Puck, and one lucky winner picked at random will win some great prizes courtesy of our friends over at Elite Hockey UK. A t-shirt, a training top, and we'll even throw in a wristband. All you have to do to win these great prizes is go onto YouTube, look for BASN Radio, click on the subscribe button. It's as simple as that. Winner will be announced on the 1st of August, so good luck.
Yeah, so some great stuff there on show from Elite Hockey. Remember, you can check them out on Facebook, on Twitter. But the guys over at Elite Hockey UK have kindly donated some stuff there, which can be won later. More details to follow.
Yeah, we'll be giving away some great prizes. I think it includes a shirt and a T-shirt and maybe even a wristband. But great stuff from Elite Hockey UK. But going into the second period, Ben, what can we expect?
I think you're going to see a more intensified Widnes, to be honest. I think they're going to shift it up a gear. They're going to keep that pressure going down Hull's throat. And, you know, if Hull sit back and absorb that pressure, they're going to concede goals because Bowater's going to see a lot of rub. It'll come from all over the ice. They'll drive it in as well. They won't just blue line shot it. They'll try and crash the net with that sort of thing. On the flip side, though, if Hull can push forward and cause any upset within the Widnes ranks, they're going to need to play all over that. Like a thread off a jumper, just keep pulling and pulling and unravel it all. Because if they can do that, we've got a game in our hands.
Well, it's like we say, well, all of these playoff games, the fans' support has been vital. Both teams have got some great support, even though it's Widnes' home barn. Hull have brought a good crowd. And that extra man off the ice is always great at driving their team, giving them that bit of a moral support. So can the Jets fans lift their team off to getting some points off the board? And can the Wild fans drive their team wild and stop the Jets from excelling in this game? Without further ado, I think it's time to hand over to our commentary team of Dave Griffiths and George Perrott.
Thanks, Gary. Thanks, Ben. We're set to drop the puck now in the second period. And as the guys in the studio said, Jets have got to put on the pressure, heap on the pressure at this point. It's up to the Wild now to keep that off. And judging by the penalty kill unit, it's something that they can achieve. But we see already. Look at that! What a goal!
Wow. Fantastic, fantastic move there by Hager. He delayed his shot. He dragged. He went behind the net. The D collapsed low. And it was Robinson with loads of space. All the net to shoot at. What a start by the Jets. Levelled it up at 1-1.
That's exactly how you want to come out and start that second period.
Well, it's opened this game up, let's hope.
So, it's up to the Wild now as they win the face-off. Offord in his own zone, and the Jets noticeably at a quicker pace. Whatever's been said during that intermission certainly had them come out fired up. Beach.
Oh.
And we've got a break in play there.
Well, we've just been told that Beach has been credited with the goal, but did look very much to me like it was Robinson. Nevertheless, the replay never lies. So
that's true. That's true.
Those at home can judge with their own eyes. Unfortunately, we don't have the benefit of replay.
And the Jets now in the Wild zone again. Pressure in front of that net. Puck's loose. Jets send the puck across in front of the net. More added pressure there from Hackford.
Well, we didn't see it a lot in the first period. The Jets managing to break down the Wild's sort of defensive structure and get pucks inside, but they did so on the goal and they did so dangerously there. So alarm bells are ringing here for the Wild.
Ward dumps that in. Jets crowd on their feet now in their section. Oh, a player brought down there. That was Bez Hughes brought down in front of the whole bench.
Powerful hit there from Gowan Beddoes.
Barron sends that in.
Widnes have got their top line back out in a hurry, looking to respond.
And they're now in the Hull zone. We'll see how this pans out. No, it's sent out to the neutral zone. Valles tried to get that onto the stick of Brittle. Didn't quite reach that, and we've got a face-off. That's going to send things down into the Wild zone.
Yeah, they've unsettled the Wild, Hull, with their lively start to this period. And the Wild yet to test Bowater in this second period.
Off the boards and out. Beach lost that in his skates. Was that Beach? No, that looks like Hager. And the puck down to Offord in his own zone. Barron takes it off the boards. Brittle to Barron, who skates it in. Heads down behind the net. Brittle picks it up. Barron out front.
Oh.
Shot! Another shot! Nice attempt there by Manning.
Yeah, it was a lovely play inside. It passed out to the half boards, and the pass inside there was on the Manning stick. Oh!
Richard Hager was loose out front there with a breakaway on Matthew Croyle. And now here comes Anson.
End-to-end chances there. You know, we had Manning for the Wild, couldn't quite lift it as he shot on the turn. And then the Jets counter-attack immediately, and Hager can't quite get a clean shot away. But he has now. Oh. Awkward.
Puck cleared. Jets take control. Johansson sends it in, and it's stopped again by the Wild. In the neutral zone, Beach sends it cross ice. Brittle picks that up. Brittle takes his time. Around the back of the net, comes out front, there's nobody there. Held in by Hughes. Sent off the boards.
Well, finally the Widnes top line are changing.
Net was empty there for a second, but the puck was behind the net. A few awkward bounces, not many chances. Puck cleared into the Wild's end. Dipnell picks it up, tries to get that to Gilbert. Picked up by Ward, who again clears it. 5 minutes gone in the second. Fast-paced stuff here in the early going of the second.
Beddoes, yeah!
It's a goal for the Hull Jets!
Wow. Gowan Beddoes stepping in from the wing. Had a bit of time, got his head up, went high glove side over Croyle. Great finish. 2-1 to the Hull Jets.
And what a story for the Hull Jets this second period's been. Jackson goes back and gives Croyle some moral support. And the Jets have just come out with a whole different attitude than they started this game with. And it's exactly as Ben and Gary said up in the studio during that intermission, is that the Wild needed to shut down that scoring machine that is the Hull Jets.
Yeah, they did so well in that first period in limiting quality chances for the Jets, but the Jets have had all of their quality chances in this game in the last 5 minutes of this period.
Jackson. We've got a charge-in penalty.
Ah. Yeah, it's Barlow for the Wild. So third power play for Hull, but their first power play in a commanding position, having as they do a 2-1 lead.
And they've had such a strong performance in the opening 6 minutes of this period. You have to favour them on this power play. However, on special teams, Widnes Wild have had a fantastic penalty kill in the first period.
Yeah, they killed the first two with confidence. But they look less confident, I must say, in this second period, the Wild.
Into the corner of the Hull Jets end. Valles tried to take that away, couldn't quite reach it. Shot there from number 19, Richard Hager with the power play goal.
Well, we talked about it in the first period, didn't we, how well Widnes had done keeping the Jets to the outside. We talked about the low chance scoring opportunities, the safe areas, and I'm afraid that shot there on Croyle was from a safe area, and you'd expect him to stop 99 out of 100 of those, but that one was the 1 in 100.
So the Hull Jets go ahead too. How will the Widnes Wild respond to this? They've got 7 minutes of this second period to try and even things up. So that's Hager with 2 goals so far tonight.
Yeah, 3 unanswered here for Hull. They look a different side compared to the first period.
And considering the head-to-head, the Widnes Wild came out 3-1 on top of Hull. Widnes, throughout the season, they've always seemed to fall prey to the teams lower down the league.
Yeah, they had a winning record against Hull this season. They took the season series 3-1.
The Hull Jets play that to the neutral zone. Brittle dumps it in. Thompson chases. Tries to get it to Valles. Valles takes the shot. Too many men in front of that. Offord holds it out of his zone. But the Wild are contained. Valles forced back for it. Loud crowd here at Widnes, way behind their team. Jets under pressure from the Wild. Tried to play the puck out, and one of the Wild players is brought down there by Jamie Lewis.
Yeah, it was Lewis on Manning, and it looked like he went a little bit high on him. And Lewis is going to go to the box here.
We've got a tripping call. So let's see how the Widnes Wild do now on the power play.
Yeah, it's a good opportunity here for them to try and change the momentum back in their favour. Definitely lost the wind from their sails in the first 9 minutes of this period.
Sent round the boards. Gilbert to recover. To Dipnell at the line. shot there from, not sure.
It was Bullock.
10,
he
Bullock.
didn't get much on it.
And the puck cleared into the Widnes zone. Just over a minute remaining in this power play opportunity for the Wild. Bullock dropped it back to Brittle, but the puck was lost at neutral ice. They dump in again, now forced back onside. Chipping away for that puck on the boards. It's picked up by Ollie Barron. And again, held up on the boards. It's a good position for Hull to be in. They can kill some of that time off. Barron takes the shot. Back to that corner. And to Ollie Barron. Shot.
Wow.
And that's an easy clear there for the Hull Jets. 15 seconds remain in the power play. Valles skates it in.
That was their best half chance there. They just managed to get control in the zone, but stick in the lane meant that the pass was broken up.
Hull Jets return to full strength now.
Back to 5-on-5, that'll be icing, I think.
Icing call is going to bring it into the Hull Jets end. And Widnes Wild didn't get an awful lot there on that power play.
No, Hull were pretty good at eating the puck up against the boards, grinding it down, slowing down the play. It's difficult. You really need to get your defence involved. Or at least, at any rate, the players in the defensive positions, because these days teams seem to prefer playing 4 forwards and a defenseman, but you really need to get the puck up, you know, in control, high in the zone in these power plays, so you can generate shots and traffic. Very difficult for teams to apply pressure up high in the zone. It stretches their positioning.
Jets send it to centre ice, where it's picked up by Gilbert.
Not turnover.
Turnover there and a shot from Richard Hager. He's got 2 on the night so far.
Yeah, Hager's scored 1 waster, and he looks like he fancies another, so he looks keen to pull the trigger on Croyle, I have to say.
Hager holds it in, goes up into the netting, however. That's going to bring about a stoppage in play. Let's take a look at those stats for Richard Hager over the course of the season. 31 games played, 128 points.
Yeah.
Top point scorer for the league.
Yeah, 72 goals in 31 games, fantastic record. And he's shown why today so far.
Jets dump that in, Jackson recovers, clears it, looking for Wigglesworth, couldn't reach him. Back to Kemp, Kemp behind the net, sends it off the boards. Out to neutral ice. Ward dumped that in.
Yeah, Widnes got their 3rd line out. They've not had a lot of ice in this period, that Widnes 3rd line. Widnes have been rotating their 1st and 2nd lines to try and get that much needed goal.
And we've got an icing call here.
It's tricky now because this 3rd line have been trapped on the ice. Now got to defend against Hull's top line of Beach, Hager and Robinson.
Jackson takes the puck out of the corner. Can't clear as Robinson takes a shot. Beach tries to get it to Hager. Kemp can't clear that. Oh, but off the skate. Wigglesworth brought down.
No call. Oh no, we've got a hand up.
We have a delayed penalty coming for that.
Croyle's over at the bench.
And we've got a hooking call. That was pretty clear.
Well, yeah, good play there by the Widnes third line. They turned the defensive zone face-off into a legitimate scoring opportunity, forced a penalty. And another chance for Widnes to get themselves back within a goal.
7 minutes, 15 seconds remain in the second period. And the whole Jets are going to be sat out another 2 minutes. So we have a player being assessed there on the ice. That's Jamie Lewis, the captain. Lewis has 18 points for the season for Hull Jets as a defence. Played 29 games from them, came from the Sheffield Senators. The trainer's just assessing him there.
I've got to say, it doesn't look good. He hasn't tried to get off the ice. I did think maybe he was trying to buy a little bit of recovery time for that top line. But he does appear to be hurt.
He's stood, which is good to see. So Jamie Lewis is going to skate to the bench. So Robinson is sat out for a hooking call. Lewis shook up, is going to take some time on the bench to recover, which has got to impact on the special teams here on the penalty kill. As a shot goes in there. The Wild have got another minute and a half to try and add to their score.
Careful.
Tight play there. Valles just managed to get that puck away from Beach. That's not a position you want to find yourself in. You're in a power play.
Here we go. We've got a bit of space up top now. So, ooh.
Shot. Valles holds it in.
Oh, yes!
It's a goal!
Wow, fantastic vision there from Pavel Valles. As we said, on the power play, you've got a control play up at the top of the zone, control play from the points. Widnes did it fantastically well in that power play. They had 4 or 5 shots from the point with traffic, and then Valles picks up the rebound, looks on goal, fakes the shot, pulls it wide, great vision, and at the back post, was it Manning?
Manning,
It was Manning there to finish, to bring the Wild back within 1 goal.
And that is the kind of power play that the Wild want to see at this point. 3-2 now. And the Wild are back in this. Still 6 minutes of the second period. Plenty of time. Bracegirdle dumps it across the boards. That third line's back out.
Yeah. Remember, it was there. They created the power play. They won the power play that got Widnes their second goal. So they haven't seen a lot of ice time, but they've been influential this period.
Bracegirdle doing a great job of keeping the puck clear. Jackson picks it up. dumps it to centre ice. And held out by Brace Girdle again.
Well, Haslam's lost his stick and he's lost his cool with Lewis, and he's...
And it looks like we're going to have some...
No, well... Yeah, not wise there from Haslam, because, you know, he lost his stick. Lewis put a hit on him. He lost his stick. He went back after him. And the referee, I have to say, was pretty patient. He didn't put his hand up straight away. Haslam had 2 or 3 digs on Lewis. Lewis clearly, you know, he's not going to respond in that situation. Haslam presumably keen to level up the penalties to get provoke some kind of response from Lewis. Lewis keeps a level head, and Hull are back on the power play.
And that discipline from Hull could be the difference in this second period. Wild scraped back a point only a few minutes ago, and now they find themselves short-handed. Could prove costly with 5 minutes left in the second.
There's some sort of delay here. I'm not sure. There's a conversation going on between the linesman and the ref.
They're communicating there to the captain, Ollie Byron. Or I should say the player coach.
Indeed, yeah.
So the Jets are on the power play. Beach just missed that one there.
Well, you've got to be careful. Is that teams love the 4th forward on the power play, but that's when it goes wrong. It only takes a little poke check or a mislaid pass. And if you're going to have a short-handed 2-on-1, you don't want a forward as your last man back.
Robinson, fans on that shot.
Well, we've got a
Barron was down. We had Robinson in the net.
Penalty behind the play here. Looks like a tripping call. Barron's on the ice, so I'd assume that it was him that was... It was Barron that was tripped.
And Offord's starting to lose his cool with the referee. This is not a good position to be in. So Alex Foreman's gone to the box for the Hull Jets for a tripping. 2-minute minor, so we're going to have 4-on-4 for the next minute and 24. Manning with a burst of speed down the wing. 2-on-1 the other way.
Oh, lovely pass.
Shot.
Lovely play from Manning. Cut inside at the blue line. Oh,
but a goal for the Hull Jets, courtesy of Bellows.
Gowan Beddoes, that is his second of the game. And solo effort, went wide on Croyle. Croyle bit, and Beddoes finished on the ice from a tight angle. There's some dissent here from Turner. Offord also not happy, had a little dig at Beddoes after the goal, but
so Widnes Wild had a great opportunity down the other end. It was Gilbert and Manning. But the result of that play was the Hull Jets getting hold of that puck.
Yeah, well, there's the risk, isn't there? You know, everyone wants to watch attacking hockey, but it's not always great defensive hockey. You've got two forwards, you've got 4-on-4 situation, your two forwards, you've got rushing the net, and of course it gets stuck behind the play. So, you're outnumbered as soon as you come back.
Brittle tried to get that in front of the net there. Valles kept it in. We've still got 4-on-4 for another 40 seconds. Valles been doing a great job of keeping it across the line. Puck tied up on the boards. Gets free and gets to Jamie Lewis. Ward knocks that in. Simon Offord sends it off the boards. But Beach holds it. Jets are offside. Beach hangs back at the line but couldn't make a play. Barron gets it to Valles.
Well, short power play here for Widnes.
But back the other way, it's Hull Jets. Widnes back to full strength. For a short breakaway there for the Jets. 14 seconds remain in the Jets penalty. And just over 2.5 minutes left in this second period. Still 4-2 for the Hull Jets.
Error there from Valles. He didn't see Hager, and he managed to put the puck right onto Hager's stick.
Jets return to full strength, and Alex Foreman straight into that play. Foreman is looking for Hager, gets him. Ooh. Shot. Back behind the net. Here's Hackford. Puck trickles back to the neutral zone. 2 minutes remain in the second period. Hager takes another shot. Dipnell tries to clear, can't. It's turned around. Offord has it, chips it back out to neutral ice and down into the Hull end. Simpson sends it to his own blue line. Hager again. Takes a shot, but that one's high. Recovered behind the net by Beddoes. And it's another goal for the Hull Jets!
Yeah, that was Ward, I believe, on a pass from Gowan Beddoes. And Beddoes, Hager and Ward, all three of them, they've run the Wild ragged this period. It's got to be said, 5 goals in this second period for Hull Jets. Once again, they penetrated inside Widnes' defence. It's the most dangerous area, perfect scoring position for a forward. And Ward shot high and beat Croyle.
It all looked so Widnes Wild in that first period. And the second period's been all Hull Jets.
Yeah, I have to say, in that first period, Hull Jets didn't look like a team who'd scored 240 odd goals in the league this year, but tell you what, they've shown us this period.
They've made Matthew Croyle work for it tonight. Came into this game with a 93.52% save percentage. From the face-off, Widnes Wild clear it. And now tempers are really starting to flare. Robinson is winding up those Widnes players.
Yeah.
Wigglesworth is having words there. He's stepped outside the penalty box.
Yeah, well, he's got to be careful. I think he might be giving a misconduct here.
That's right, a slash and a misconduct.
Well, Wigglesworth, you've got to love his passion for the game. I mean, he'll want to do anything he can here to spark a bit of a revival for Widnes. Try and get something going for them, give the fans something to cheer, get a bit of energy back in the building. But for Hull, I mean, you can see Robinson's laughed it off. He wants nothing to do with it. They know they're in a commanding position. They don't want to give Widnes the opportunity to start agitating. And what's this? We've got Armstrong joining Wigglesworth in the box. The words between Radcliffe and Lewis at the bench as well.
So a minute 16 left in the second period, and we've had a slew of penalties here. We're just waiting on the official word. We did see a slash and a misconduct assessed to Wigglesworth.
Yeah,
could be that Armstrong is sat out for.
Yeah, I think Armstrong's sitting the 2 minutes for Wigglesworth. I wouldn't be surprised if Wigglesworth's got 2 and 10. And Robinson 2 possibly.
So a 2-minute tripping penalty assessed to Robinson. That's right, a 2 + 10 assessed to Jeff Wigglesworth. And this is the second.
Oh, brittle.
A goal there for the Widnes Wild. Comes out of nowhere.
Yeah, it's a soft one, I'm afraid. Bowater won't be happy. He was down low by the goal line, an acute angle. It looked like a non-threatening play. So a little speculative high shot on net. I don't know if Bowater was unprepared for it, or he wasn't quite square to it, but it beat him high. And with that, the Wild are back within 2 goals.
So Stuart Brittle gets the 3rd goal for the Wild. Pulls them a little closer. And I was about to say, this is
another penalty here on Hull.
The second of the 2 semi-finals, both with major misconducts assessed. As we've got another penalty coming up, a slashing call this time to the Hull Jets.
Yeah, that's Beddoes going to the bench. Well, this is, you know, a fortunate turn of events here for Widnes. They're going to have a power play to see out the period, and if they can't score now, they're going to start next period on a power play. They brought it back to within 2. This is set up here for a tense finish.
Will we see the Widnes Wild come out with the same kind of passion that we saw the Hull Jets come out for the second period with? 27 seconds left now in the second. And it's all to play for. Both teams lining up. Stuart Brittle, a goal scorer. 78 points on the season. That's sent down into the Widnes Wild zone. Ollie Barron has that. 16 seconds left on the clock. Last-ditch attempt for the Wild this period. Can they get a shot away before the clock expires? To Barron, takes a big shot, and that's going to see out the period. Plenty of goals, plenty of action in this second. The question is, how will Widnes Wild respond to this? How will they come out for the 3rd period? Gary, Ben, it's over to you in the studio.
Thanks for that, Dave. Well, we said at the end of the first period, going into this second period, that Widnes would have to be careful, be very cautious of that Jets powerful scoring side, and 5 goals, Ben.
Where do you want to start? I'll tell you what, the beginning's usually a good place.
Okay, let's go from there.
So at the beginning of the period, before we even started the puck drop, Did I not say Hull will find out one weakness in the Widnes Wild and exploit it? And it's exactly what they did. And that weakness right now for the Wild is that low slot right in front of that paint, where all they're doing is throwing that puck in, and really from the wide where Widnes are forcing them, and they're exploiting the top shelf on the Croyle there. And like George said in the commentary, there's some shots there you'd expect Croyle to save, and they've just sneaked in, and it's ever edging the confidence of the Hull Jets and catching the Wild on the back foot all the time.
I must say, Ben, I am a little surprised that Hull had such an effect in that period on Widnes. I'm even more surprised that Widnes didn't fight back a little more. Again, Ollie Barron very quiet in that period, although he seemed to come out of his shell a bit more towards the end. Brittle, we know he's a powerful guy. For the size of him, he can get around the ice and he can get the puck. He knows where the net is, he can get that puck in there. But if it hadn't have been for that quick goal there at the end of that second period, they'd be looking at a 3-goal deficit going into this third period. And that's a mighty climb for Widnes. What can they do to stop the Hull Jets?
Well, first and foremost, I think the defensive men need to play a bit more sensible hockey, shall we say. And what I mean by that is stop looking for the big hits. Stop looking to try and run over your opponent and take the puck off him that way. Because right now with Hull, it's not going to happen. Hull will either use the boards and play it around you, or they'll find an open man. Because those Hull forwards are moving with pace at the moment, exploiting any avenue and space they get given. And the minute they're given the space, it's usually followed by a quick shot off, which either Croyle or the defenders aren't expecting.
Well, we talked about it in the build-up to the game, and we've said it was a big influence in the game against them last time when these two teams met in the beginning of March. Even though Widnes came out 5-1 winners in that one, and the 3-1 on the head-to-head, discipline was a big problem in that last game for Widnes. They suffered 24 penalty minutes and 12 penalties. That second period, they just seemed to fall apart.
Yeah, you mentioned the discipline there again. Widnes are trying to goad Hull into dropping the gloves. You can see that. They're wanting to fire something up. And I think to be honest, they needed it. They'd gone a bit lacklustre, caught in the back foot. I said they were going to shift up a gear. Mate, they shifted down a gear. I'm really shocked at what we saw in the early performance in period 2. As you quite rightly said, though, later in the period, I think it was partly because Ollie Barron had sat back and allowed the pressure himself, and his team followed suit. He's now stepped his game up, and quite rightly, team again are following suit, and those shots are now starting to come in thick and fast, and now Bowater's under pressure.
Well, as you say, the goals started coming in thick and fast. Beddoes has been quite influential, I think, on the ice in that second period. Are we going to expect much more of that in this third period, or do we think that Widnes are going to go into that locker room and Ollie Barron's going to read the riot act to them and say, guys, we're in our home barn, we've allowed this team to come in and dominate us in that period. Pull your socks up, let's get back into this.
I think that's exactly what's going to happen, Gary. You put it politely there, the riot act. If I had any equipment loose in there, I'd want to strap it down or bolt it down, because that's going to go flying. To be honest, it's a case of Beddoes needs to be shut down. If you're a Wild player, you need to shut Beddoes down, because he is so influential at the moment. Not just in obviously taking the shots himself, but he's making sure that puck's getting to where it needs to. Robinson, that guy, you've just got to put a lid on him, because he's getting under the skin right now, and he's goading half of these players into those stupid penalties. I think, Widnes, you just need to stop worrying about getting a penalty, looking to the ref, and you need to play some hockey, even if you've got to go back to basics, because right now the scoreline's not reading in your favour, and it should be, really.
Well, it's been exciting first two periods, more so the second period. But talking of excitement, it's a great chance to win yourself some great prizes, courtesy of our friends at Elite Hockey UK. competition time on Drop the Puck, and one lucky winner picked at random will win some great prizes courtesy of our friends over at Elite Hockey UK. A t-shirt, a training top, and we'll even throw in a wristband. All you have to do to win these great prizes is go onto YouTube, look for BASN Radio, click on the subscribe button. It's as simple as that. Winner will be announced on the 1st of August, so good luck. So great prizes there, Ben. I'm sure I wouldn't mind going home with one of them t-shirts. They look rather nice.
Oh yeah, no, I can tell you now, they're really, really good quality. So you got the scrimmage shirts, obviously t-shirts and the wristbands as well. They're really cool. And a big thank you again to the guys over at Elite Hockey for providing those.
So talking of quality, Ben, Widnes have got the tools to do the job in this third period and get back. It would have been nice in those final few seconds as the clock was ticking down where they had the chance in a power play to try and get that extra point back. What can we expect in this third period?
I think the third period, you know, Widnes need to make sure they've got all 5 men out on the ice because they need every man to count right now. The other big thing as well is if you're not on the penalty kill, you got all 5 men out, make sure you're on the power play. You know what I mean? Force Hull into making the mistakes. Saying that though, I cannot take anything away from Hull right now. Beach is running rings around half, you know, the Wild defenders. Beddoes is commanding the ice. He is being what we normally see in Ollie Barron, the ice general. And then, you know, you got the likes of Robinson who's deliberately agitating and causing silly mistakes.
Well, I've got to say, I'm convinced at some point in this third period, I wouldn't be surprised if Robinson gets under the skin of one of those Wild players and we see some gloves drop. It's going that way, but I'd like to think that Wild would contain that discipline and do what they can do and perform on the ice. I know the fans are all behind them here, but can't take it away from the Hull Jets fans. They're certainly being vocal tonight as well. But with everything, that final place against Sutton Sting at stake, it's everything to play for in this third period. But it's Hull that have got 1 foot in that final so far. Let's see how things pan out as we go over to our commentary team of Dave Griffiths and George Perris.
Thanks, Gary. Thanks, Ben. Here we are. We know that the Sutton Sting managed to knock down the Telford Tigers to make their way to the final, and in 20 minutes we'll know whether it will be the Widnes Wild or the Hull Jets joining them.
Or will we?
Well,
if Widnes can level up,
death,
we could go to overtime. Yeah.
Manning. Oh, got it to Ollie Barron, but he couldn't get a shot.
Yeah, 4-on-3 power play here for the Wild.
Valles.
Oh, Beach.
Beach is away.
He's clean through.
Winds up, shoots. Oh. Unlucky for Beach, that.
Tried to go high glove on Croyle. Good stop, Croyle. Yeah, well, yeah, thrilling break there for the Jets. Looking to stretch the lead to 3 goals. Beach, he's fast. He scores a lot.
So,
couldn't beat Croyle there.
Just to summarise, we had a few penalties. We are currently at a 5-on-4 opportunity for the Widnes Wild for the next 45 seconds. And the Wild with a burst of speed. That's Nick Manning. Stopped at the line. Offord turns back for the puck.
Yeah,
and
high stick. I think this will be a face-off in the Widnes zone.
2-goal game. We saw Widnes come out firing in the first period, and it was all Hull Jets for the second.
Unbelievable turnaround from Hull from that second period. Yeah, five goals in the second. Didn't look like scoring in the first, but in the second, getting up pucks inside to the danger areas.
They found a way through Matthew Croyle's armour. And the Wild set up a play. It's taken away by Beach. Dumps it back down the ice. 12 seconds left in the penalty. And this is going to kill that short-handed opportunity for the Widnes Wild now, as Beddoes is back on the ice and Hull Jets are back to full strength. And we were talking during the intermission about Beddoes, player that's come from rec.
Yeah, interesting story. He's come from rec hockey. I think he was playing for Kingston Cobras. His first year of league hockey, come from rec, and he scored 38 goals in 30 games, which is I'd say he's adapted fairly well with those records. So
that's an outstanding record, and he's 36 years of age. So this isn't a young guy who's just starting to learn the game.
No, but he's big, he's powerful, he's skillful, immensely skillful.
He's a natural.
Yeah.
So we have a face-off in the Hull Jets end. Brittle and Hager are in the face-off circle. Beach replaces Hager there. Brittle takes the shot from the face-off. Couldn't get it through the crease. Dumped in, stopped by Croyle. Sent off the boards. Ollie Barron takes it down the centre, plays it through the neutral zone. Brittle picks it up behind the net, tries to bring it out front. Manning was waiting in the crease there for him. Three minutes gone in the second.
You can see Hull here, he's just got a high man drifting through the zone. I mean,
you see Robinson there as well. He's
yeah,
still trying to apply some of that, some of the body. And as the most penalised player on these teams, Robinson comes into this game with 168 penalties in minutes. But Widnes so far unsuccessful in drawing too much more out of him.
Well, he's just added 2 to his stats here, I think.
There we go, a trip.
I think you cursed him as soon as you mentioned the numbers. 168. I think he might have heard you and thought it's not enough. It's not happy going to the bench, but.
I'm glad I'm up here. I don't fancy being too close.
Yeah, he's not a small guy. So Hull short-handed now. Widnes had a good opportunity on that play as well. A little play in close. Shot just outside the crease. Bowater stopped that. And what can Widnes throw at him on this power play?
Well, we are getting to the point where the pressure is on. Widnes need to throw something on him to bring this game back within their reach. Sent round the boards. Picked up by number 10, that's Daniel Bullock. And then behind the net is Gilbert.
Well done, Ratcliffe. Kept the he didn't quite manage to keep the puck in, but the ref's giving him the linesman was giving him a hand there.
Widnes just wait to get on side. Ratcliffe dumps that in. Simpson tries to put it high. Turner has it. Tried to get it to Manning. And he would have had a clear shot on net had he reached that.
Yeah, Lewis kicked it. Got a skate in the passing lane.
Barron shot.
Oh, big rebound. Great save.
Brittle in a great position there for that.
And another from Bowater. And I don't know whether he's got it in his kit somewhere, has he, or has it gone over the glass?
Pressure was on there, and Bowater remained cool.
Huge rebound off the slap shot, and just when you think the net's empty, he came across with lightning quick speed there to deny the second opportunity.
So face-off won by Hull. There's 36 seconds remaining in the power play for the Wild. 5 minutes gone in the third. Still 5-3 to the Hull Jets. Brittle skates it in, shot! Goes high, knocked high into that net.
Yeah, Bowater again, just blocked that one over the glass.
And the Hull Jets fans showing him their support there. 21 seconds left in the power play. Crunch time for the Widnes Wild. Offord to Manning, back to Offord, shot. Puck's loose, behind the net. Another shot there, and that's stopped by Bowater. That was Ollie Barron with the shot.
Well, it's a good play. You know, Hull don't want to chase Valles behind their net. Don't want to lose their protection of the scoring areas. Valles had time to look for options, but he found Manning. Manning was out wide. It was an easy save for Bowater.
Cleared from the face-off, and that's going to kill our penalty. Robinson is back on the ice. Full strength. Widnes Wild have still got a major misconduct, a 10-minute assist to Jeff Wigglesworth, which should be expiring very shortly. Brittle brought down there. Puck to neutralise, and Robinson trying to tame that. Forced to give it up. Brittle got it to the line, but was held back. Robinson with a cross pass to Spence, who dumps it in. And now Gilbert to Manning. Deeks shoots. Puck's loose.
Great save. I think that was off Bowater's elbow. It looked for a moment like the rebound might have been put away, but hang on, we've got a call here. No.
So we're coming back down to the Hull Jets end with 13 minutes and 28 seconds left to play in this game. Still 5-3 to the Hull Jets. Hull win that face-off. And at what point, George, does this become just a massive penalty kill for the Hull Jets? At what point is it just hunker down?
Everything behind the puck, and no, I don't know. I mean, I think with a 2-goal lead, I think they'll have the confidence to look for sixth.
Widnes Wild.
Oh.
Dipnell, and we've got Bullock down.
That was a big hit on Bullock there. He's slow getting up. Oh.
Gilbert had that in front of the net.
Not sure what happened.
Slow to get back to the bench there. Valles holds that in. To Manning. Chased down by Beddoes. To Ollie Barron behind the net. Couldn't get a piece of it.
Yeah, I do get what you're asking. The you know, when the Hull basically try and defend the lead, you know, and play negatively, well, I don't think they will. At least I hope they don't, because to do so would be to invite pressure from the Wild. And I mean, that, you know, that can only lead to one thing. I think Hull need to keep pushing. They need to keep stretching. They need to try and put, you know, keep the Wild on the back foot. I think that's what they'll do, and I think we get an exciting finish to this.
Well, we had a photo finish with the Sutton Sting Telford Tigers game. And with any luck, we'll have a similarly exciting experience with this one as Croyle.
Oh, wow. Hackford just shoved someone to the ice. I think, is it Bez Hughes? No, it's Ratcliffe, I think.
Ratcliffe brought down. Tempers starting to flare. And we are in for an interesting finish.
And so, it looks like coming out of this that Hull are going to be short.
Hackford's going to the bench, to the box.
So yeah, well done Ratcliffe. He's managed to agitate. Oh no, hang on, it is going to be evened up. That's
Brace Girdle.
I didn't see how he was involved, but the penalties are going to even out.
I think Brace Girdle may have stepped in after the hit. So 4-on-4 hockey for 2 more minutes. Opens up the ice a bit. Who do you favour in a 4-on-4 situation?
Yeah, well, I've very much enjoyed watching Hagger tonight, I've got to say. I think he's a dangerous player. Hagger and Beach, the combination of those two, the pace. Bit of open space. Those two will be looking to hit Widnes on the break now as Widnes go looking for their goal.
Offered. Got that to Dipnell.
Oh, there it is. Beach has just poked the puck loose, and here he goes.
Comes Beach. Shot into the glove. Nice save there by Croyle.
Yeah, good save. Croyle tracked him well. It looked like as he was coming across Croyle, he was trying to pull Croyle to the far post and then go back inside with a backhand, but it looked like a weak shot there from Beach. But as we were just saying, the pace between he and Hagger, a dangerous combination, it really is.
Ollie Barron couldn't clear. Another shot there from the Jets. And Manning skates it over the line. Takes it right behind the net. Looks for Hughes, takes the shot. And that's stopped and sent down the Wild end.
That was a good opportunity there for Hughes. From where we're standing, I could see quite a lot of net.
Barron gets it to Manning. Takes the shot. Netminder just dives on that. Dean Boatwater. Great positioning.
Yeah, I have to say, Hagger, seriously impressive performance tonight so far. You look at his stat line, you think, well, he's clearly an offensive machine. 128 points in 31 games, but actually what's impressed me tonight is his defensive play. You know, playing as centre, he's covered back, he's been working down low, he's been supporting his defensemen in the corners, he's killed penalties effectively. He's a huge asset, clearly, to the Hull Jets.
There's some discussion going on down by the timekeepers here in front of us. Not sure what the issue is, whether it's one of the scoreboard. I know we've had a few moments where the scoreboard's frozen, but does it appear to still be running? I think the Hull Jets were just questioning that, possibly.
Did they not run the clock, or did they overrun the clock? It looked like Hull were doing most of the complaining, which would suggest that they've not run the clock and thereby added a bit of more play.
So, from the face-off, it's the Jets. Pinned in their own zone, they send it off the boards. Down the ice is Beddoes, brought down in the corner. Tried to get that to Brittle. Pile up of Jets right in the passing lane there. Offer takes the shot. Just a touch of the blocker on that.
Oh.
But there's a goal! Widnes Wild are back in this game!
Well, Valles had a hand in the last Wild goal, and he similar play here. Valles with the puck up at the point. Dipnell stick on the ice. Valles, his awareness is so good. He takes a slap pass, low and hard on the ice, off Dipnell's blade, and leaves a goalkeeper with very little chance. A classic redirection like that leaves Bowater with very little opportunity to stop the puck. It's a really well-worked goal, and it brings the Wild back to within one.
Hull Jets 5, Widnes Wild 4, and there's still 10 minutes to play in this game. And what a great pair of semi-finals we've had here tonight.
Yeah, it looks like we're in for another exciting finish here.
The Jets take the shot. Nice attempt. Back to center ice. Beach takes the puck. Gives it up under pressure to Gilbert. And it's dumped in on net for the Jets. Oh, shot goes off the post as Bracegirdle is back on the ice.
I think Bullock's left a dent on that post with that shot.
You could hear it ping from up here. Both teams back to 5 skaters now. Jets.
Oh, now Hull have hit the post.
Nice attempt. Drop it back. And the puck is dumped right the way down the ice, and we've got an icing call. 8 minutes, 50 seconds remain in the game.
Well, it was a big shout there from the Hull Jets fans. A little push on the back of Kieran Beach. I say Beach. It wasn't a big shove. You know, it was in a slightly dangerous position. I think Beach would have been fortunate to have got the call there.
Hager beats Gilbert to the puck. Beach tried for the shot. Robinson had a piece of that. Back down and another icing call. And the Wild really need to play this out of their end.
Yeah. It's Hull managing to get a change here, getting a fresh line on their second line with Hackford, Beddoes and Ward. And Widnes have got their second line stuck out.
Wild with the puck. They do choose to play it. Over the line and down behind the net. Gilbert takes it. Took it off Ward. But the Jets quickly turn it round. It's back into that far corner. Cleared down the ice to Bowater. He was under some pressure there from Manning.
Widnes are going to have to start getting some control of this puck as they come out of their zone if they're going to get back in this game. They've iced it a couple of times. They've slung it down on Bowater a couple of times. You can't score goals playing that way.
Manning loses it at the line. Again, puck loose, neutralised, and it's brought into the whole zone. Barron gets possession. Turns it round. He's got Manning.
He's got room here. Oh, yes!
Shoot, it's a goal!
Oh, what a
Ollie
finish!
Barron evens it up for the Widnes Wild!
Well, just listen to that. The Wild fans are back in this game, and the Wild are back in this game. Barron, he looked to be going behind the whole net. He turned back round. The whole defence opened up. He had time and space, and he went high, far side on Bowater. And wow, what a game we've got here, Dave.
I don't believe it. 5-5 with 7 minutes left to play. And what an effort from the Widnes Wild to get back into this.
Yeah, 3 unanswered goals now for the Wild.
And a noticeable pickup in pace now. Both teams know this next goal could decide this game. Shot there from Beddoes. Puck loose out front, shot! Scramble for it!
Oh my word. Well, chance after chance there for Hull.
Croyle stands on his head to keep that puck out the net.
Crazy sequence there, bodies falling all the way across the crease. Shots from all positions and angles, and wow. We have got a finish on our hands here.
So, face off to the right of the Wild netminder, Matthew Croyle.
Yeah, first line out for both teams.
Barron clears it. Jamie Lewis has it. Lewis trying to get it to Beach. Beach and Manning tussle for that. Dumped on net by Anson. Just over 6 minutes left in this game, 5-5. Barron just lost the puck just next to the net there. Puck dumped down into the Widnes end. Dumped in for Brittle. Brittle raced to it with Anson. And now back the other way is Beddoes.
It was cut out nicely, that by Jackson.
Jackson brings it right down the wing. Tries to get down front for Barron. Barron's got it. Manning fanned on that shot. Would have been a tight angle.
Oh.
Shot! Plenty of action in front of the net here as Kemp takes the shot. Manning gets it on the board, sends it behind the net to Brittle. Brittle deeks, there's nobody there. Kemp tries to hold it in and he can't. And now it's Beddoes the other way. Beddoes and Beach. Beddoes shot. Puck was loose.
Oh. Well,
Royal dives on that.
Well done there to the back checker. I think it was Jackson who just managed to get enough stick on Beddoes to stop him from getting a decent shot away. A really, really exciting passage of play there. The Wild down in the Hull end. They've got these fantastic way of finding little passing lanes around the net, little inside passes, created a couple of dangerous chances, but Hull, they looked so dangerous on the break.
Of course, Tom Jackson is the only Widnes Wild player to come from the Hull Jets. Knows his old team well. Oof. Collision there in front of the box.
Well, Ratcliffe went to throw a huge hit, but looks like he got a little bit more bored than he did man.
Lewis holds it in. Puck loose out front.
Oh.
Another shot! Tom Forster with that one. 4 minutes left. Ooh. Pope just clears it. Jackson again with a big play. I said Jackson, that's Ratcliffe actually.
Oh, well, Hackford took a shot there, but it hit one of the defenseman's legs and dribbled through to Croyle, who froze the puck. This is tense finish here. I've got to say, it's impossible to call which way this game is going to go right now.
3 minutes, 48 seconds. Widnes Wild 5, Hull Jets 5. And you can hear the crowd here. A great night of hockey.
Yeah.
Courtesy of Planet Ice Widnes.
Yeah, the Hull fans are standing. A lot of the Widnes fans are standing. We're standing. Hey, it's hard to sit down for something, for a game like this.
Barron. Manning has it. Being held by Foreman. To the line to Valles. Keeps it in, gives it to Manning. Manning nearly lost it in the crease there. Offered, takes a soft shot there. Oof. Valles brings it in behind the net.
Vicious slash there by Robinson. He's got to be careful. Penalty right now would be disastrous.
3 minutes left in the game. Brittle. Valles is knocking the ice for that. Manning takes the shot. Goes high.
Yeah, it didn't get it off the blade of his stick. I think it just came off the shaft there and flipped over. But good control from Widnes. Both teams change lines. Widnes' second line out here of Bullock, Gilbert, Dipnall.
There we go, 2 minutes, 50 seconds remain. Puck cleared. Jets now. Send it in, dump and chase.
Oh.
And Croyle covers up again. Just over 2.5 minutes remain. Sudden death overtime is on the way. Widnes Wild win the face-off. Scramble for it behind the net. Held in at the point. Shot through traffic is deflected. Dipnall tried to get that to Gilbert, couldn't reach him. Cleared by Lewis. Dipnall on the line, gets it to Gilbert. Here we go.
Oh.
Shot off the pad.
He tried to drag it, but he just couldn't get the room he needed. Here's Hager driving wide.
Oh, what a bounce. Shot.
Oh, I think Croyle's got it, has he? Oh.
How did he find that puck?
Wow, couple of close opportunities there for Hull. Hager drove wide and then looped around in the zone to push the defence back to create room. But every puck is being battled for now. It's so hard for players to get a clean look at goal when, there's 10 guys out there willing to put their body on the line to block a shot or to just get a stick in there.
But also dangerous when you've got so many men trying to block the shot. They can block the keeper's view. Yeah. All it's going to take is a bad bounce at this point. 90 seconds remain in this game in regulation. Tried to play that up to Brittle. Couldn't reach him. Barron goes back to help. And Robinson gets it up to Beach. Beach loses the puck. Robinson has it.
I think Beach dangled himself there.
Last minute of play in regulation. Beach. One last attempt. 45 seconds left on the clock.
Oh, no!
Gets it to Hager.
Oh,
best attempt.
And now Robinson. Oh my word, what a chance that was between Beach and Hager. Hager had the whole net gaping for him.
And the puck is still in play. Barron tries to clear. He can't get it, but now
it's Dipnell.
Dipnell back the other way, one-on-one.
Oh,
loses
no.
the puck on the line. 14 seconds left in the game. Dipnell, can he make one last pass at it? Gilbert goes for it. 3 seconds left.
No.
2 seconds, and that's the end of regulation. We're going to overtime, guys. We've got to catch our breath. Let's send it over to the studio, Gary and Ben.
Well, what can you say?
Let them catch their breath back. I'm catching my breath back.
I must admit, probably one of the most exciting periods of hockey we've had in a while, especially over this weekend, these first 2 semi-finals. But what a great performance by Widnes.
Certainly, I was not expecting the intensity they came out with, but it was exactly what they needed to do. Now, we're in overtime hockey here at Widnes. It's not our first time. We're used to this. Widnes are used to this. Hull, not too many overtime games this season, so this could be here for the Hull, for the taking for Wild now.
Well, the crowd are certainly behind them. So without further ado, I think it's hand back to Dave and George at the commentary.
Thanks, Gary. Thanks, Ben. I don't know how much more of this I can take, George.
Well, I don't know about you. I'm really enjoying this. It's 3-on-3 overtime, indefinite overtime here until a goal is scored.
So here we are, 5-5. The Jets try to get that into the Wild zone. And the Jets have been so good on the breakaway.
Oh.
There's Beach.
So much room for a player like Beach in this situation.
Shot, puck loose. So now, Brittle has it. He's brought down center ice. That's Barron. Valles.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what Valles can do in this 3-on-3 situation. We talked earlier about his vision and his awareness. He's a perfect defenseman to have.
Dipnell takes a shot. Little drag on that.
He's the perfect defenseman to have for a 3-on-3 situation. He's a great skater. He's mobile, but more importantly, he's creative.
Hager just had that shot taken away.
Here we go.
Shot from Beach.
Great save, Croyle, blocker.
And now Dipnell the other way. Gilbert. Oh.
Bowater just towed that one. Thought Dipnell had a clean breakaway there, but Jets were changing and the defenseman came on from the bench.
There's Beach again. Puck goes high.
Well, it's Beddoes back for the Jets here. Yep. Thankfully, the defenseman Foreman came back and broke it up. Here we go.
Beach, all alone, takes the shot.
Oh, 2 looks at it he had. The
Foreman.
first was saved and the second he flashed past the open net.
They get it to Manning. Manning's going to take a stab at it now. It's Manning and Barron. Barron. Can Manning get it to Valles? No. Barron held there by Foreman. Beddoes tries to get it, but just poked away with the skate of Ollie Barron. And it's a race down the ice.
Well,
that's a risky move, that, from Croyle.
I have to say, in 3-on-3 OT, you know, I guess the keeper can play a sweeper role if he wants, but...
Brittle brings it around the back of the net. Gets it to Barron. To Brittle. Beddoes.
Yeah, just content to slow it down now for Hull. Hull getting a change, both teams. Fresh legs out. And Beach and Hagger back out for Jets.
Hagger.
And Gilbert and Bullock, I think. Oh, he hit the side netting, Hagger.
Brought it down, close as he could get. And this crowd picks up every time the Wild are on the offense here. Beach gets it to Hagger. Takes the shot. Tried to get that through the legs of Turner.
Yeah, good block from Turner. And now it's Bullock's time to settle it down. Widnes get a change.
Back and forth there from Widnes as they tame that. Dipnell misses it, which gives Beach the chance to pick that up. Dumps that in. Last minute of play in the overtime period.
Well, I have to say I'm surprised. I thought it was going on indefinitely, but...
Are we going to be...
Here we go.
There comes
Barron.
Barron winds up.
Oh, great save, Bowater.
What an attempt.
Now Barron's got it again.
30 seconds left in overtime. Beach. It's Beach versus Dipnell now. Tries to deke. Dipnell got his stick on that. 16 seconds.
Oh, Beddoes is open.
Beddoes. Deeks. Shoots.
Oh. Missed the net.
What an opportunity. And here comes Brittle. Brittle's in all alone. 2 seconds left.
Oh.
Takes the shot. What a photo finish. So, we've had 5 minutes of overtime hockey. We thought this was going to go into sudden death overtime, but we're going NHL rules here. We've got a shootout now. And it doesn't get any better than this. Right down to the wire. We thought the Sutton and Telford game was close.
Yeah.
And the crowd, all of them on their feet at this point.
Yeah, nothing between these teams on the night. Over 60 minutes here, or 65 minutes, you know, between these two teams. There's been very, very little daylight between the two. They both had their moments, you know. Wild started well. Hull came back and blasted the Wild in the second period, and then towards the end of the second and the third, Widnes steadily, slowly mounted this comeback to level things up. Both teams have had countless chances to win the game, and they've given us an utterly thrilling finish. So, a shootout it is.
So, we can see Matthew Croyle is in net. So it looks as though Hull Jets will be shooting first, as both team captains give their scorers to the referees. It's tense.
Yeah. What a way to finish a game. I mean, 3 shots versus 3 shots, and I'm guessing if it's all square after that, then it goes to sudden death, the penalty shootout. Who do you see taking the shots here for the two teams?
I would imagine for the Jets, you'd at least go Beddoes, Hager, Beach.
Yeah.
For the Wild, you'd have to imagine this is going to be Manning,
Brittle and Barron, possibly. It'd be interesting to see whether Dipnell takes one. I mean,
that's third choice for the Wild. It could be one of several players.
Shot. Right, looks like Hager is going to take the first. And with his goal-scoring record, you would probably say that was a good idea.
Well, we've had so many breakaways in this game. It does make you wonder what it will take to beat either of these netminders.
Hager looks calm.
He does. Referees are explaining the scenario to Matthew Croyle. And this is it. The first penalty shot of the playoffs. Haggard is blocked by Croyle. Cheer goes up from the crowd.
Yeah, Hager took the patient approach. He took the puck out wide, he took his time, he brought it in. He's got the Patrick Kane quick hands thing going on, and obviously he's got his head up and he's watching if Croyle bites. Croyle stands his ground. Hager tries to move to the backhand. It wasn't a perfect shot on the backhand. Croyle managed to get his blocker on it.
Manning now for the Wild. Lost control of the puck there. Didn't get the shot away.
Yeah, well, Manning a bit more direct up the middle. You saw it, he slowed the pace a little bit, trying to just disjoint the goalkeeper's movement. Then he flashes the stick blade.
Kieran Beach now. Deep shot, and that's in.
Wow, fantastic move. Faked backhand, pulled it back, and then went high forehand over Croyle's glove. It's a great move and gives Hull the lead in this shootout. Yeah, it's Dipnell.
So Dipnell looking to keep the Wild in this. Skates in.
Oh, yes.
Shot, it's a goal.
Well,
Dipnell evens the score.
Yeah, straightforward, no messing. Sean Dipnell, he's got a hard shot, he's got an accurate shot, he's got a quick release, and he used all three of those there to beat Bowater.
And here's Beddoes. Had an outstanding game.
Oh!
Beats out Croyle. And Beddoes has gone up one.
So we discussed his skill level before. It's the old magic wand move. He's waved his stick over the puck. Bewitched Croyle, taken it to the backhand. And
it all comes down to this. Stuart Brittle.
It does indeed.
Needs to score now for the Wild.
Yes!
Stuart Brittle keeps the Wild in the game. It's 2-1.
2-2 now, yeah.
2-2.
Wow. Brittle again, just no messing, comes forward, head up, make sure he gets good vision on the shot and beat Bowater low. Now Hager's back out for the Jets. You can recycle your players in the shootout. So Hager gets a second chance here.
He skates on in. Glove save there.
Oh, what a save. Yeah.
Hager's had a great game, but
yeah, he'd be kicking himself because he missed an open net in the final seconds of the game, and now he's had a couple of penalty shots and no luck.
And here comes Sean Dipnell, looking to win this game now for the Widnes Wild.
Yeah, I'm not surprised they put Dipnell straight back out. I'd say he's feeling confident now. He beat the goalie with a shot last time. What will he do now? Oh, well, same recipe, but I guess
Bowater.
Yeah, I guess Bowater had advance warning.
Keeps the whole Jets in this. And we go to shooter number 5. And Kieran Beach is back out.
Yeah, well, Beach's backhand forehand move. Oh, well. He tried to go backhand that time with a little drag as well, but it was a little bit fanciful. It didn't look like he ever really had that move under control. And the score remains at 2-2. Who can break the deadlock?
Here comes Manning.
Second chance for Manning. His first one, he didn't manage to get a shot away, and it poke checked away.
Again, this could win the game for the Wild. Oh, stopped by Bowater.
Again, he slowed, he faked the shot. He was hoping that Bowater would be moving and raise his stick off the ground. And Manning is looking there for the little soft play through the legs. But Bowater kept his stick down. Stopped that one.
Beddoes is back out.
Oh, the magic wand again. But this time Croyle's got him.
Croyle keeping the Wild in this game.
Yeah,
and again.
It becomes interesting now. It's kind of psychological game of cat and mouse because, you know, what's been tried before, what's been tried again. You know, we saw Dipnell and Beddoes. They both tried the same move twice. Neither of them scored the second time. You've got to be able to change it up.
Again, Brittle has the opportunity to end the game.
Oh, he waited. He waited and waited and waited. And Bowater waited as long as he did and a bit longer.
The patience of Bowater there pays off. And I've lost count of the number of shooters now. We're on the 8th, the 9th.
Yeah, I think everyone's been out twice, at least.
Here comes Kieran Beach again.
This is Beach's third effort. He scored his first, lost control of his second. And for his third, what have we got? Ooh. Yes, great save, Croyle. Tried to go short side. Croyle was strong position, made a blocking save.
So here comes Sean Dipnell.
Twice his shot. Is he going to deke this time?
Here we go.
Yes!
It's a goal! Widnes Wild win the semi-final. They're through to the finals of the playoffs.
Well, I have to say, fair play to Hull Jets. They have been absolutely fantastic tonight. They have been a real pleasure to watch. But congratulations to the Wild. What can you say? What an exciting game of hockey.
Absolutely outstanding. It had us guessing right to that very final moment. And congratulations to the Widnes Wild and the Hull Jets put in such a fantastic performance here tonight. Sadly, we lose them now. They'll be heading home. But what a game.
Widnes, of course, move on for tomorrow when you'll be able to see them play against Sutton in the final.
That's right. The team that finished number 1. The team that finished first in the league, Sutton Sting, against the team that finished second, Widnes Wild, is the final.
Yeah.
and you can catch all the action here on Drop the Puck. We'll be covering that final. Be sure to catch this game right here. But for now, we take you back up to the studio. Ben, Gary, over to you.
And with player coach of the Widnes Wild, Ollie Barron. Ollie, you've really got excited after that result.
Obviously the result we wanted, very happy that we're through to the final. I thought first period we played pretty well. There's the sort of game plan was to stop the Highgar and Beach line of Hull, which has put up, must have been near enough 300 points between them. So that way, if you might have seen on highlights, that we were sort of a lot of line matching going off, and then we collapsed in second, but thankfully in the third we pulled together as a team, got it back, very tight overtime, and then penalty shots. Luckily we come through, but credit to both teams. I think anyone could have won it on penalty shots, but I'm glad it's my team. I'm glad we're through to the final. Now,
you mentioned that second period. We picked it up on the commentary. It was almost as if you almost thought you'd won the game already. Came out a bit lacklustre, and the penalties really did penalise you early on.
We started so flat, and we were obvious, and then we needed to get some energy going. We tried to get some energy going, and then we get into penalty trouble, and it just put all the momentum on Hull. So we had to regroup. I think that the goal just at the end of the second, just to get us back into it a little bit, just sort of switched his minds again that we're still in this game. And then, yeah, we had to put that second period to bed in change room, come out in third and show some heart and show some grit. You know, this is our rink, in our playoff weekend in our barn, and there's no way we were going out without a fight, and I'm really pleased for the boys for rolling their sleeves up and getting the job done.
Now, the focus has obviously got to return to Sutton tomorrow. What's going to be the game plan to scrap together overnight and make sure you're going in, giving it your 100%?
Well, it's a big game. They obviously deservedly won league. They're the most consistent team all season. Our fancy's chances, played them 4 times, beat them 3. And they've all been close games, and it's on our rink. Okay, well, with their away team, they'll have the last change or whatever, but we don't need any more motivation than to keep hold of our trophy that we won last year in front of our fans against the league champions. So if the boys can't get ready for that, there's something wrong. We'll be ready to go. I'm not going to give away too much of my game plan, but that'll come apparent tomorrow.
Well, Ollie, we wish you the best of luck for tomorrow, mate, and we'll see you then.
Thank you. Thanks, guys.
And with Jamie Lewis, captain of the Hull Jets. Jamie, nail bites with a finish there.
Yeah, well, that's just hockey. Just a brilliant game by both teams. It could have gone anywhere, anyway. Obviously, we're hurting in a minute, but you know, credit to Widnes. They did well in third to pull it back. Obviously, we were 5-3 up. The effort from our boys were there non-stop, and that's what we asked for before the game. Obviously, I think we were the underdogs. Obviously, Widnes having the home advantage. They've got a lot of good players, a lot of experience, and we just matched them. We matched them with work rate, and that's all we can ask for. So we're happy with the performance, but obviously not the result. But that's hockey.
Well, there was certainly a notable change of tempo coming out of that first period into the second. If it had been a boxing match, we'd have given it to you. What was it that was said in between that period break that really energised the Jets?
To be honest, not a lot. We were happy with the first period. Obviously 1-0 down, but we just knew we know what we're capable of when we put the effort in non-stop. Because obviously there's been a few times this season in games where we'll drop off for 10 minutes, and then like it's happened the year before. I think Widnes scored 4 or 5 within 10 minutes, and we know what we can do when we put his mind to it, and that's all we said. Like, just keep working, match them and outwork them, and we'll get the opportunities. And we did well to put them away. We had a few more in third, which, to be honest, we could have had 6 or 7, but it weren't to be.
Now, it must bring you confidence knowing in that roster there you have got players like obviously Rich Hager and Kieran Beach, and that partnership on the ice, it's quite clear to see, very magical. Yeah,
to be honest, obviously I'm from Sheffield, so I don't know if they've played together much in juniors, but it's like they've played together for years. Them two and Jay Robinson, they just know where they all are on ice, and the passing, you know, they don't even have to get their head up. It's just they'll chuck it to the other end and they'll be there. It's like a weird sixth sense they've got between each other. So it's good to see. It's good to have. Hopefully, everyone will be back next season. We can build on this season.
And now, what in the future for the Hull Jets?
To be honest, I think we're going up. We're going in the right direction. Just got a new manager, Barry Archer. He's doing a fantastic job off the ice promoting the club. We're getting new sponsors in. We're getting a lot more fans coming in, and that's the way we need to go. Similar to Widnes, I've got to say Widnes are a brilliant setup, and that's kind of how what our aim is to be a bit like them off the ice, and we're definitely going that way. I think we'll attract a few players in summer. I know we've had a few texting some lads saying, oh, you know, when's trials and this, that and other. So I think if we can keep this team and add another couple and play every game like we know we can, we'll be battling for that league title, because that's what we want. So,
and last but not least, got to ask you, who do you fancy now in that final?
Oh, you can't call it, can you? I'd say Widnes, just with it being their rink and that top liner, Barron, Brittle and Manning, you know, they're a bit like Beecher and Richie. They've played together for a while now. They just know where each other are. So, yeah, I think I'd just tip Widnes, but it'll be close. It'll be another good game.
Well, Jamie, it's been an absolutely barnstormer of a game. Thanks for that. We wish you luck for the next season. We'll catch you again soon.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you.
Well, a fantastic third period there, guys, and the first penalty shootout we've had on Drop the Puck after that overtime period.
You know, it was absolutely stunning.
I think I've lost my voice.
Yeah, I'm not surprised, to be honest, Dave. Some may say it was a lucky result for Widnes, others may argue. I know you'd certainly argue, Dave.
No, I don't think it was a lucky result. They got themselves into a rut in that second period and they worked their way out of it. To say that it was luck would imply that they had some lucky bounces, that there were some pucks that shouldn't have trickled in, that maybe the calls went against Hull, and that's not the case. Widnes worked to get that result. Credit to both teams. They really battled in a third period, but Widnes just took it.
We'll go into that third period again. It was towards the latter end when Widnes started to dig deep. They were 5-3 down, managed to pull that fourth goal in, and then it was all hands to the deck when it was like fighting for that fifth goal. When they got it in, and then everybody was like, okay, there's a couple of minutes left. Somebody's going to pinch it here at last minute. There was plenty of opportunities by both sides because both teams stepped it up, I felt, a little bit. And then time ran out, and then it was down to overtime. Now, obviously, we had a little bit of confusion because we thought it was going to be until sudden death, until somebody scored. But then, of course, we forgot the old faithful penalty shootout.
Well, it's something that me and George were talking about when we were doing the commentary, was that idea that when you're that far ahead, that you might try and knuckle down and just keep hold of the lead rather than press too hard, is go into that kind of power play shutdown mentality or penalty kill shutdown mentality. And I think Hull were guilty of that to an extent. They did put on some pressure, but they were trying to maintain the lead rather than extend their lead, and that's where they were caught on the back foot by Widnes.
Well, we did say, Gary, you know, that third period, Widnes needed to take it up a gear. They were a little slow in doing that, but that's exactly what they did. And the minute the tempo changed, the entire speed and like the outlook of the game changed, and that's when Widnes took back control.
Well, of course, we've said it throughout the day today. Packed house. The fans played a big part in that final few minutes there.
Oh yeah, outstanding. I mean, you talk about home ice advantage, and they were so loud we couldn't hear ourselves think. Everybody on their feet, the entire building was shaking during that shootout. Absolutely incredible atmosphere, and now we get to go into the final with the same kind of atmosphere. Sutton Sting, Widnes Wild, it's going to be incredible.
So you coach Ollie Barron, and you're going into this game against Sutton Sting, number 1 versus number 2. How do you prep for that?
Same way you've been prepping all season, because Widnes Wild have got this ability to take down the top guys. They seem to drop those points against the teams lower down in the league. What they need to do is just maintain focus, treat it like any other game, and the Widnes Wild will perform fine.
I certainly think, as Ollie said there in the interview, they prepped for the final. They already knew, or the mindset was, we're going to the final. He's got a game plan, as you heard there. He's not ready to divulge it. I don't blame him. One thing they're going to have to do, though, tomorrow when they face Sutton, is Sutton aren't a side to give away penalties easily. Now, I know it might contradict what we saw in our first game, but you heard Jamie Lewis in his interview. Sorry, not Jamie Lewis, Scott Lewis. They were stupid penalties they didn't want to give away. They did, and they paid for it. They know they can be more disciplined, and Widnes love to play on unravelling teams, getting under the skin and hitting them big red buttons. I don't think they're going to be able to do that to Sutton. So the game plan's going to have to be nice, clean technique hockey.
Yeah, I think you're right. Scott Morris will make the Sutton Sting perform like they did in the first game today. But I think that it's without doubt Widnes have got to come into that final and think we've got to keep disciplined, we've got to just play the hockey that we can play. And I said at the start that Widnes have got this uncanny ability to take the puck to the back of the byline, just behind the goal, and they look and they feed it into one or two people. And there's always somebody there to pick up a rebound if something flies off a netminder. We've seen some cracking shots from both sides, I must admit, some excellent goals. But Widnes, when they put that pressure on, can pile it onto a team, and it can be intimidating, especially in their home barn.
I think you're missing a key point here, Gary. The unsung heroes of the entire match were both Dean Bowater and Matt Croyle, because they both played absolutely stunning games tonight.
Yeah, and I was just going to say about the likes of Morris. He's taken a big penalty that took him out of that game in his semi-final. I don't think he's going to want to take that kind of chance again. Almost cost him the game. They're going to want to make sure that discipline is key to keeping everybody on the ice.
Well, let's hope it's a nice, clean, exciting, action-packed goal-scoring game. I'm certainly looking forward to it tomorrow, and it'll be one of the games that we'll provide on our YouTube channel, which is BASN Radio, where you can catch all our previous episodes of Drop the Puck over the season, and of course all the games from this final. But what can I say? We're going to round off with this first day at the 2018 LAIDLER Conference Playoffs, and say that we've had Planet Ice Widnes have been fantastic hosts. They've been a credit to the hockey community, looked after us all here, they've looked after the fans. It's been a great atmosphere, and I'm certainly looking forward to the final, because I think it's going to be a cracking match.
Now I've got to ask Gary, who are you predicting to come out on this one?
Do you know, it's a hard one, because I think Sutton and William teams are very close-knit. They're young, and every time we've had them on Drop the Puck, they turn up with like short bench, and they just perform. And I think that's something that Widnes have got to get over. They've got to dominate them. So I'd like to think that Widnes could do it, because it's out the two, it's a more local team for me. And with it being the home barn as well, it'd be a nice atmosphere. But I think it's going to be a close call. I think Sutton might just be a little bit too strong for Widnes.
Same question for you. Who do you fancy going into tomorrow's final?
See, I would have said Widnes, because I don't think they're going to want a game as close as what they had tonight. But their goaltender's been really, really tested tonight, and the question is, can he put up with the kind of assault that Sutton Sting bring? I don't know.
Well, I'm going to hold my decision until tomorrow.
Oh, you can't do that.
And on that bombshell.
Yeah, on that bombshell. So thanks for viewing. I've been Gary Lee.
I've been Ben Lee.
I'm Dave Griffiths.
And we've been Drop the Puck.